Hi friends, welcome back. I hope you're having a great day today. Today we're going to talk about, they're called polar animals. So polar animals, we kind of talked a little bit about the animals in the winter time, but we're going to talk about them a little bit more today and kind of a little bit more throughout the month of January. They live where it's cold all the time. These animals love the cold. So, a few examples. I have a bunch of pictures here. We'll just go through them. There's a polar bear. Maybe you've seen it if you've gone to the zoo. Maybe you've seen one. A seal, penguins, orca, which is a whale, a snow owl. There's a walrus. Oops. See those animals? A few more. There's an Arctic wolf, a moose, a narwhal. That's kind of a funky word, narwhal. But if you look close, I just have to show you. They have this very long, honestly, I don't even know what it is. Kind of like a horn, like just attached to their nose. And I've always thought they were fun looking animals. And they have a cool name, narwhal. An Arctic fox, a reindeer, and an Arctic hare, which is kind of like a bunny. So these animals here, they love the cold. So we're going to kind of talk a little bit more about them in our lessons. And if you remember, they're called polar animals. It's because they live in the North Pole or the South Pole, where it's always cold. The sun doesn't really shine there. It's lots of ice and snow, and they just love it. And so we have different animals that really like the heat, some that really like the snow, some that like in between. Today, I couldn't really find a book, or I didn't have a book that talked about all the polar animals, so we're just going to read a book about a penguin today, because I think he's silly, and it's a fun book. So this is called 3 Cheers for Tacky. It's written by Helen Lester and illustrated by Lynn Munsinger. There once lived a group of penguins in a nice icy land. Let me see if you can see that. One was goodly, one was lovely, and one was angel, and one was neatly, one was perfect, and one was tacky. Tacky was the odd bird. When they grew old enough, goodly, lovely, angel, neatly, perfect, and tacky went to school. They read books, they wrote their names, they learned their numbers. Look at all the numbers that Tacky knows. One day at school, I'm going to readjust here so you guys can hopefully see the pictures better. Here we go. One day at school, the penguins noticed a sign with an exciting announcement. Their class had been invited to take part in a great penguin cheering contest. Penguin classes from all over the penguin classes from all over the iceberg would be there, and the team with the finest cheer would win shiny blue bow ties. Imagine what they could do with shiny blue bow ties. They're thinking of all the things they can do with those bow ties. Right after school, goodly, lovely, angel, neatly, and perfect hurried away to practice their cheer. Softly and properly they began. 1, 2, 3, left. 1, 2, 3, right. Stand up. Sit down. Say good night. They did it beautifully, even the first time through. Then up waddled Tacky, a little late and a little loud. What's happening? He blared. We're practicing our cheer. That's what's happening, they replied. 1, 2, 3, left. 1, 2, 3, right. Stand up, sit down, say good night. Tacky gave it a try. 1, 2, 3, left. A, B, C, right. Flop down. Roll over. Say, what's for supper? Tacky, they said patiently. We are a team, and if you are on the team, you must be exactly like the rest of us. He wanted very much to be on the team, so Tacky tried to cooperate and move with a stiff upper beak like the rest of them. But how could he see where he was going with his stiff upper beak in the way? And directions were not always easy. 1, 2, 3, left. 1, 2, 3, left. 1, 2, 3, left. 1, 2, 3, left. Where is everybody? He wondered. Tacky had trouble coming up with a proper costume. And his pom-poms were never quite right. Will this team ever have the chance to win their shiny blue ties? The penguins practiced and practiced and practiced and practiced until finally the day before the contest. 1, 2, 3, left. 1, 2, 3, right. Stand up, sit down, say good night. Tacky got it right. The next morning, the teams from all over the iceberg gathered for the great penguin cheering contest. Each team waited nervously to perform, but no team was more nervous than Tacky's. Could he do it right just one more time? The first team marched on stage. Pip, 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 raw, and the judges looked bored. Another team marched forth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Sis, boom, ba, and backed off. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And the judges yawned. A third team chanted, wave the pom-pom, hold it high, bow politely, say goodbye, and the judges snored. Finally, there was only one team left, Tacky's. With quivering beaks, they faced the sleeping audience and the snoring judges. This was it. Goodly, lovely, angel, neatly, perfect, and Tacky began. 1, 2, 3, oh, for crying out loud! The audience gasped, startled by Tacky's loud voice. The odd bird had tripped over the tails of his Hawaiian shirt and crashed belly down. His horrified teammates carried on. 1, 2, 3, right. Poor Tacky, now a bit muddled, pulled his sweater over his head. The sight of a headless penguin got the whole crowd laughing. Stand up, sit down, say good night. By now the crowd were on its feet, begging for more. Bravo, that was great, another cheered. Tacky poked his head out. Another cheer? Well, if they insisted, he gave them a second cheer. 1, 2, 3, left, ABC right. Flop down, roll over, say what's for supper? The crowd roared, the judges slapped each other on the back, and even the other penguin teams clapped wildly. So Tacky led everyone in a third cheer. 1, 2, 3, yay! Rudy toot toot, hooray! High flippers, we're okay. Penguins everywhere gave high flippers. There was no question who wore the shiny blue bow ties home. Tacky was an odd bird, but a nice bird to have around. I thought that was a pretty good book, you know. The team all needed him. He made a few mistakes, but in the end they were able to still carry on and they won. So I hope you have a great fun day today and that you enjoy learning more about some polar animals. I'll see you later.